Alrighty, let's go to this. I mean, what the hell is this? Radio host says Deshaun Watson could miss entire 2021 and 2022 season due to, quote, slow-moving legal system. Interesting. Let's see what this radio host is saying. Does he have any credit to saying this? Let's see. So, Deshaun Watson may be away from the football field for a long time as he continues to face legal battles with no resolution in sight. Fox Sports radio host Ben Miller said this week that Watson's 2021 and 2022 season are in jeopardy due to the slow-moving legal system and likelihood of suspension after a final court ruling. So, let's see what this man is saying here. Is he speaking truth out here? Let's see. Quote, if you look at the timeline on this, barring a drastic sea change, Deshaun Watson will not be playing an NFL game until at the very minimum 2023. Jeez, why does he say this? That's the earliest. If everything plays out the way it's playing out, he's going to be done until at least 2023. How did I get to this point? Yes, please explain this. He's going to be put on the commissioner's exempt list. That's going to happen likely in the next month before training camp opens up. And man, yeah, I mean, he's got all these kind of lawsuits. I mean, you can't have, an alleged sexual assault victim be a face of the franchise, be your number one jersey earner, being your number one moneymaker in a business. I mean, that's just bad for business. That's bad for any business. Forget the NFL, your local pizza shop. You can't have your star pizza maker being alleged of 22 sexual assaults. Nobody's going to order from you. Do you want to go to, DeMarco's Pizza? No, that's got the sexual assaulter behind the counter, right? I don't need those sexually assaulting hands kneading out my dough. No. We'll go to the Billy's bathtub pizza. It's not good, but I can't give the money. I can't give the money to the sexual assaulter. So I mean, folks, it's bad for business. So the commissioner's exempt list. Next month is training camp. I mean, that's really, these mandatory mini camps and the OTAs, that's just kind of the nibble, the taste, the pre-appetizer, if you will. Once we get into training camp, I mean, that's the three-course appetizer, folks. So yeah, that definitely could happen. Absolutely. And if he's on there, that means we're back to the quote here. That means he will be out for the balance of the 2021 season. He will be getting a paid vacation. Watson isn't scheduled to give his deposition until February 2022, folks. That's after the Super Bowl. That's the entire season done, and then he gets to speak. So there's some truth here, folks. This isn't great. Miller explained why this timeline could wipe away the next two seasons for the quarterback. Here we go, quote. A trial date would be sometime in May of 2022, and it might not be until early June, which means the trial would go through June and part of July. Training camp opens in July. The NFL does not give out time served, which means when the trial happens, if Deshaun Watson is found guilty in the civil court, and remember, the standards is much lower in civil court than criminal court. You only need kind of 51%. In criminal court, it's guilty, proof beyond a reasonable doubt, but in civil court, it's basically like, if I'm giving percent, yeah, it's kind of 51% did it. I mean, that's basically what it is to get convicted in civil court, which will never be good. And remember, the standards is much lower in civil court than criminal court. Then the NFL has to come back and say, well, bad news, we've got to punish him. I mean, he was found guilty. 22 accounts. I mean, we got to do something. So, yeah, this entire season, I mean, folks, if he's not even going to be able to get his piece out until the end of the Super Bowl, he's probably not playing the season. So that's really not great. So maybe he kind of just pays out these women. All right, maybe I didn't really do it. I guess I'll have to admit guilt. I'll just pay out these women and we'll get it done with. But then once again, he'll probably be suspended. Hey, the NFL, you pled guilty. You paid out the women. I know you say you didn't do it, but you just pled guilty in court. Got to punish you for this season. So this season's really not looking good. And next season's also in jeopardy as well. So let's finish out this article right here. Mahler expects the NFL to levy a minimum of 8 games, but, quote, likely a season-long suspension, assuming Watson does not face criminal charges. Meanwhile, attorney Rusty Hardin, who represents Watson, said the NFL has not interviewed his client about the sexual assault allegations from 22 women that led to a civil lawsuit. So we're still kind of in this weird limbo of Deshaun Watson. So this could definitely be true. It's depending on how kind of serious the NFL is taking it. We know they kind of like to make a big stink of some things, not others. I mean, Big Ben, sexual assault. I mean, did he even miss a game? I don't even know about that. Ray Lewis murdered somebody, potentially, allegedly, obviously. He went out on top. He went out Super Bowl champion. I mean, folks, it's like they kind of pick and choose who they really make an example out of. So we'll see if Deshaun Watson's going to be one of those special people that don't get anything or one of the unlucky people that just get thrown to the fire. So it's not looking good here for Deshaun Watson. What it is looking good for is Tyrod Taylor, though. The man kind of had some unfortunate circumstances with the Chargers. And now could have some unfortunate circumstances that make him the starter here in Houston. So interesting to keep an eye on. And we'll know more heading into training camp. Once again, late July, this month period is killing us. Alrighty, let's keep going.